banging you for our sake, you know, why do we need this contraction? Because I think what we're saying ultimately is because we couldn't grow without it, we couldn't handle it. Souls would fly up or whatever. But what, I'm sorry, your name? Dave was saying, you're saying in Messianic times we will be able to handle it. Is that the idea?
Right.
We don't need
because the world will be refined, and that's why the law with the halacha will be like Beis Shammai, because it's a more stringent.
I don't take that literally that the world will become stricter.
I think the world will be the same, but we might perceive it as stricter.
Chassidus explains it.
It's
They'll be refined that they'll be able to live up to the standards of Beis Shammai.
But we, according to what sounds like, that we will have elevated enough that it wouldn't be such a challenge
Through
in
our
that
work
world,
that
and therefore
right.
our vessels will be able to take more.
Through our work that we're doing now, we are refining
We
it.
can start right now.
Right?
10 o'clock is my...
Right, like that.
Rabbi, why do we make fires on La Roma?
There's different reasons that are given. Happen to see it this past Shabbos. Okay, the reasons that are given in regards to the meduras of like Beimet, the different torches and everything like Beimet, is one is because it is customary to light a Ner Neshama, to light like a yahrzeit licht. So this is basically a candle represents the soul of a person. The second reason is because the fire and the light and fire that was in his house was there a whole day. It didn't stop in the day of his passing. And then comes a Kabbalistic explanation, right?
They had a mystical fire that was in the... There's a section of the Zohar called the Idrazuta that describes the day of his passing.
Right. And then comes the 7 weeks of Sfira compared to reflect the 7 voices that are mentioned in chapter 29 of Tehillim. Keil Hashem v'amoyim, Keil Hashem. The 5th one, which is like Bemis, Keil Hashem chaytzev lavis eish, flames of fire. So therefore, it's customary that we deal with the fire. In addition to that, it's also mentioned because
it's time for a barbecue. It's not listed.
And then there's another reason that's mentioned. It's not mentioned here, but they say they don't mention everything. Is that in the time when they wouldn't know when it's the new moon, they would make these torches, and then later the non-Jews started to do it in order to mislead people. And the Roman times, and other times. So therefore, since Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai fought and stood up against the Romans, and he suffered by them, so therefore we make it as a remembering the era then. So we do torches. We also eat carob, unlike Gomer, because this was the tree that grew, a miraculous tree that grew by the cave of Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, with a well of water that grew very quickly, and that's why it's customary to eat carob, boxer, charuvim. It is also customary to play with bow and arrow. It is also customary that 3-year-old children, if they were born between Pesach and like Beimer, they have their first haircut, is like Beimer. These are all different traditional things that went on for years, generations.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
We're going to have to do this again soon.
Yeah, hope maybe next month.
I feel people should have a safe landing because we're left somewhere in the Rishimah.